African waterholes are the beating heart of the savannah, vibrant epicenters where the drama of life unfolds in all its complexity. Scattered across the vast sun-baked plains and nestled in the shade of ancient trees, these oases are far more than mere sources of water. They are the very foundation upon which entire ecosystems depend. As the first rays of sunlight pierce the horizon, a gentle mist rises from the cool surface, and the air is thick with anticipation. From every direction, animals begin their journey, drawn by the promise of life-sustaining water. The landscape, often harsh and unforgiving, is transformed by these precious pools into sanctuaries where survival, competition, and cooperation are inextricably linked. At the water's edge, the ancient struggle between predator and prey is played out with breathtaking intensity. Every visit is fraught with both opportunity and peril. Predators, concealed in the shadows or camouflaged by the golden grass, wait patiently for the perfect moment to strike. Prey animals, their senses sharpened by generations of instinct, approach with caution, ears twitching, eyes scanning, muscles tensed for flight. The waterhole becomes a living stage where a single misstep can mean the difference between life and death. Sometimes the tension erupts in a burst of speed and dust. Other times it lingers in the air, a silent standoff beneath the watchful gaze of the savannah. During the relentless dry season, when rivers shrink to ribbons and the grasslands fade to brittle gold, waterholes become lifelines for countless species. The land, parched and cracked, offers little respite, and the journey to water is often long and perilous. Herds of zebras, wildebeest, and antelope traverse vast distances, braving the elements and the ever-present threat of ambush. As the pools diminish, animals are forced into closer proximity, intensifying both competition and the richness of interactions. Every drop becomes a treasure, and the shrinking waterhole a crucible where only the most resilient survive. The diversity of life at these oases is astonishing. Towering giraffes splay their legs in awkward grace to reach the water, while herds of zebras and antelope jostle for space. Flocks of birds descend in a flurry of colour and sound, their wings flashing in the sunlight as they dip to drink or snatch insects from the air. Even the smallest creatures, frogs, insects and reptiles, find refuge here, each playing a vital role in the intricate web of life. The waterhole is a rare crossroads, a place where species that might otherwise never meet gather side by side, united by their shared dependence on water. Beyond quenching thirst, waterholes are arenas of social interaction and hierarchy. Elephants, with their immense size and intelligence, often dominate the scene, using their trunks to spray water and mud or to gently nudge rivals aside. Buffaloes gather in formidable groups, asserting their presence with displays of strength. Antelope may spar, birds squabble over the best perches, and even the smallest mammals stake their claim. These encounters are about more than survival. They're about establishing dominance, forging alliances, and sometimes resolving old rivalries. The waterhole is a microcosm of the savannah's social order, where every interaction has meaning and consequence. Beneath the tranquil surface, the waterhole is alive with constant motion and sound. Birds call out warnings, monkeys chatter from the safety of overhanging branches, and the rustle of grass may signal the stealthy approach of a predator. Every movement is calculated, every sound analyzed, as animals remain ever vigilant. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the subtle signals of alarm and reassurance. Even when the water appears calm, the tension is palpable, a reminder that danger is never far away. As dawn breaks, the first visitors appear, their silhouettes mirrored in the still water. The cool air is filled with a symphony of awakening life, calls, splashes, and the soft tread of hooves on damp earth. The waterhole, bathed in golden light, becomes a place of renewal and hope. Here, animals quench their thirst and gather strength for the challenges of the day ahead. while the landscape itself seems to breathe and come alive with possibility. Each visit to a waterhole is a unique spectacle. Playful elephants splash and bathe, their trumpeting calls echoing across the plains. Stealthy crocodiles glide just beneath the surface, waiting for the unwary. Hippos wallow in the mud, their massive forms barely visible among the reeds. Fish dart through the shallows, dragonflies skim the water, and frogs add their voices to the chorus. Sometimes the unexpected occurs, a dramatic chase, a rare sighting, or a fleeting moment of peaceful coexistence. The waterhole is a place of endless stories, each one a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and ingenuity of Africa's wildlife. The waterhole is the ultimate symbol of interconnectedness in nature. Every creature, from the tiniest insect pollinating a flower at the water's edge to the largest mammal quenching its thirst, plays a role in maintaining the delicate balance of this ecosystem. Here, the circle of life is on full display. Birth, survival, competition, and death, all woven together in a timeless dance. The waterhole is not just a place to drink, it is the living heart of the savannah, a sanctuary where the wonders of the wild are revealed in their most raw and beautiful form. At Sarandella Waterhole, the ground trembles gently as herds of elephants approach, their massive forms casting long shadows in the golden light. The matriarch leads the way, her trunk raised to scent the air, while the rest of the family follows in a loose, protective formation. Energetic calves rush ahead, their excitement evident as they tumble into the shallows, splashing water with their trunks and trumpeting in delight. Their playful antics draw the attention of older siblings who join in the fun, creating ripples that shimmer across the surface. The older elephants move with deliberate grace, their large ears fanning out to cool themselves as they approach the water's edge. They pause, lowering their trunks to drink deeply, drawing up gallons of water and spraying it over their backs to cool off. Trumpeting echoes across the waterhole as families gather, each group led by a wise matriarch. The young ones are kept close, watched over by attentive aunts and older siblings, while the matriarchs communicate with low rumbles and gentle touches. Soon the herd moves to the muddy banks, where elephants scoop up thick mud with their trunks and toss it over their bodies. This mud bathing not only cools their skin, but also forms a protective layer against biting insects and the harsh sun. Calves watch the adults closely, mimicking their every move, learning how to drink, how to bathe, and how to use their trunks with increasing skill. These moments are vital lessons passed down through generations. Occasionally tensions rise as different herds converge. Dominant individuals assert themselves with headshakes and deep rumbles, but most disputes are settled with subtle gestures and displays, maintaining the delicate balance of the group. Throughout it all, the elephants' intelligence and cooperation shine. They share access to water, help calves climb slippery banks, and communicate constantly with a symphony of rumbles, trumpets, and gentle touches, each gesture reinforcing the powerful bonds that unite them at Sarandella Waterhole. Elephants are renowned for their intelligence, memory, and complex social lives. These gentle giants possess some of the largest brains in the animal kingdom, allowing them to solve problems, use tools, and even display emotions such as joy, grief, and empathy. Their ability to remember water sources and migration routes over vast distances is legendary, and stories abound of elephants reuniting with family members after years apart. Social bonds within elephant herds are incredibly strong, with individuals communicating through a range of vocalizations, body language, and even low-frequency rumbles that can travel for miles. African elephants, the largest land animals on Earth, can weigh up to 7 tons and stand over 10 feet tall at the shoulder. They can live up to 65 years in the wild, though their lifespan is often limited by the gradual wearing down of their teeth, which are essential for processing the tough vegetation they eat. As elephants age and their teeth wear out, they may struggle to feed, which can ultimately shorten their lives. Despite these challenges, older elephants play a vital role in the herd, passing down knowledge and leading migrations to water and food sources. Female elephants endure a remarkable 22-month gestation period, the longest of any land mammal. After this lengthy pregnancy, they give birth to a single calf, which is welcomed and cared for by the entire herd. The birth of a calf is a significant event, with other females known as allomothers helping to protect and nurture the newborn. This cooperative care ensures the calf's survival in the challenging environment of the African savanna, where threats can come from predators or environmental hardships. The mother-calf bond is exceptionally strong, with calves staying close to their mothers for many years, often up to a decade. During this time, the young elephants learn essential skills such as finding food and water, recognizing danger, and understanding the complex social structure of the herd. The close relationship between mother and calf is reinforced through constant touch, vocalizations, and gentle guidance, creating a foundation for the calf's future role in the group. Tusks, which are actually elongated upper incisors, serve many important purposes for elephants. They use their tusks to dig for water during dry seasons, strip bark from trees to eat, and defend themselves against predators or rivals. However, due to intense poaching for ivory, some elephants are now being born without tusks, a genetic adaptation that helps them survive in areas where poaching is a significant threat. This change, while beneficial for survival, also impacts the way elephants interact with their environment. Few predators threaten adult elephants thanks to their massive size and formidable strength. However, young calves are vulnerable, especially to lions and hyenas. To protect their young, elephant herds will form tight defensive circles, with the adults facing outward and the calves safely in the center. This remarkable display of cooperation and bravery demonstrates the herd's commitment to the safety and survival of every member, especially the most vulnerable. These behaviors highlight elephants' remarkable adaptability and social unity. Their ability to work together, communicate, and care for one another has allowed them to thrive in diverse and often challenging environments. Whether migrating across vast landscapes in search of food and water, or standing together to defend their young elephants, exemplify the power of community and the importance of family in the animal kingdom. The anatomy of elephants is uniquely adapted to their environment. Their thick skin, which can be up to an inch thick in some areas, protects them from the harsh sun and thorny vegetation. Their large ears, which are rich in blood vessels, help regulate body temperature by dissipating heat. The trunk, a fusion of the nose and upper lip, is a versatile tool used for breathing, smelling, touching, grasping, and producing sound. It contains over 40,000 muscles, allowing for incredible dexterity and strength. Waterholes are vital to elephant survival, providing not only hydration but also opportunities for social interaction and play. Elephants are known to travel great distances to reach water sources, and their presence at a waterhole can transform the landscape. They use their trunks to drink and spray water, cooling themselves and keeping their skin moist. Bathing in waterholes also helps elephants remove parasites and dirt from their skin, contributing to their overall health and well-being. The trunk is also a crucial tool for communication. Elephants use their trunks to touch and caress each other, reinforcing social bonds and expressing affection. They can produce a variety of sounds with their trunks, from trumpeting calls to low-frequency rumbles that can travel long distances. These vocalizations are essential for maintaining group cohesion, coordinating movements, and alerting the herd to potential dangers. Elephants' interactions with their environment and other species showcase their intelligence and curiosity. They have been observed using tools such as branches to swat flies or scratch themselves. Their problem-solving abilities are evident in their strategies for accessing hard-to-reach food or water. Elephants also display empathy and altruism, often helping injured or distressed members of their herd and even other species in need. Adaptability is a key aspect of elephant biology. They thrive in a range of habitats from dense forests to open savannas, and their behaviors are finely tuned to the resources available in each environment. Whether navigating through thick vegetation or traversing arid landscapes, elephants demonstrate remarkable resilience and resourcefulness. Their ability to adapt to changing conditions is a testament to their evolutionary success and their vital role in the ecosystems they inhabit. Deep within the wild heart of Africa, Camelthorne Waterhole pulses with life, a sanctuary shaped by the presence of the mighty hippopotamus. Here, the water's surface is often broken by the silent emergence of hippo eyes, ears and nostrils, the only clues to the massive forms lurking just beneath. These giants spend their days in a delicate balance, their bodies nearly invisible, yet their presence dominates the waterhole. The air vibrates with the low grunts and snorts of hippos communicating, each sound a signal in the complex social web that binds the group together. Their skin glistens in the dappled sunlight, protected from the relentless African heat by the cool embrace of the water and a natural secretion that acts as sunscreen. As the sun arcs overhead, hippos remain submerged, conserving energy and maintaining their social bonds. The waterhole is alive with subtle interactions, gentle nudges, playful splashes, and the occasional warning bellow. When dusk descends, the transformation is dramatic. One by one, the hippos rise from the water, their immense forms silhouetted against the fading light. The herd moves with purpose, embarking on silent, moonlit journeys across the grasslands. Under the cover of darkness they graze side by side, their powerful jaws tearing through thick grass, each individual guided by memory and instinct. These nocturnal forays are not only about feeding, they are moments of social negotiation, as hippos navigate shifting alliances and subtle hierarchies within the group. Beneath their calm exterior, hippos are fiercely territorial. The waterhole is a stage for dramatic confrontations. Dominant bulls patrol their domains, issuing deep, resonant calls that echo across the water. When rivals approach, the tension is palpable. Massive jaws gape wide in threatening yawns, displaying tusks capable of inflicting devastating wounds. Battles erupt in explosive bursts of energy, water churning as bodies collide. These clashes are not merely displays of strength, they are contests for dominance, shaping the very structure of hippo society. Even the subtlest gestures, a flick of the ear, a ripple in the water, can signal a challenge or a retreat. When drought grips the land, the struggle intensifies. The waterhole shrinks, forcing hippos into ever closer quarters. Tensions flare as space and resources dwindle. Some hippos venture far from the safety of the water, traversing parched earth in search of new pools. Others adapt in unexpected ways, foraging alongside elephants or sampling unusual foods, sometimes even scavenging from the remains left by other animals. These moments reveal the hippo's remarkable resilience, their ability to endure and adapt in the face of relentless hardship. Among the most poignant scenes at Camelthorne Waterhole are those of the youngest hippos. Calves, born beneath the water's surface instinctively for their first breath, guided by the gentle nudge of their mothers. These mothers are vigilant guardians, keeping their calves close, shielding them from the dangers that lurk both within and beyond the waterhole. The bond between mother and calf is unbreakable, a lifeline in a world where survival is never guaranteed. Calves learn the rhythms of hippo life, from the safety of the water to the perils of the night, always under the watchful gaze of their elders. As the dry season deepens, the waterhole becomes a crucible of competition. Hippos crowd together, their massive bodies pressed side by side, each vying for space and status. Skirmishes erupt with little warning, powerful jaws clash, and the water boils with the force of their struggles. These battles are not only for territory, but for the right to lead, to mate, and to secure a place in the ever-shifting hierarchy of the group. The social order is in constant flux, shaped by the outcome of these dramatic encounters, yet through every challenge, the hippos of Camelthorne Waterhole endure. Their adaptability is their greatest strength, whether braving the searing sun, defending their territory, or forging uneasy truces with other species that share the waterhole. In the harshest seasons, they move as shadows across the landscape, seeking new refuges, always returning to the life-giving water. The drama of their existence is written in every ripple, every bellow, every silent, moonlit journey. Here at Camelthorne Waterhole, the story of the hippo is one of power, resilience, and the unbreakable bonds of the wild. At Ecological Waterhole, the elegant silhouettes of giraffes stretch across the horizon, their long necks rising above the golden grasses as dusk settles over the savannah. Their gentle forms move with quiet grace, each step deliberate and unhurried as they approach the shimmering water's edge. Gathered in loose, shifting groups, giraffes form ever-changing associations, often guided by kinship or the search for food and water. During the dry season, these gatherings become more frequent as the waterhole becomes a vital lifeline. To drink, a giraffe must splay its long legs and bend its neck in a remarkable display of flexibility, an awkward posture that leaves it exposed. While one lowers its head to drink, others remain vigilant, scanning the landscape for any sign of danger. Despite their towering height, giraffes are surprisingly agile. When threatened, they can surge into a swift gallop, reaching speeds up to 37 miles per hour, their long legs carrying them effortlessly across the open plains. Social bonds among giraffes are fluid and dynamic. Individuals come together and drift apart, their interactions marked by gentle nuzzles, necking displays, and the quiet companionship of shared space. Their extraordinary height and prehensile tongues allow giraffes to browse the highest branches, delicately plucking tender leaves from acacia trees, food sources untouched by other herbivores. This unique adaptation ensures their survival, even when resources are scarce. As the sun sets, their reflections ripple across the waterhole, a testament to their grace, adaptability, and the quiet wonder they bring to the wild heart of Ecological. At Tau Waterhole, the Nile crocodile reigns as a silent, ancient guardian. Masters of camouflage, they blend seamlessly with the murky water, their rough backs and still forms mistaken for floating logs or ripples on the surface. With only their eyes and nostrils exposed, these apex predators wait motionless, watching every movement along the water's edge. Their patience is legendary, sometimes lying in ambush for hours, even days, before striking with lightning speed. When prey approaches, the crocodile's jaws snap shut with immense force. Their teeth, sharp and ever-renewing, ensure no opportunity is missed. Each tooth lost is quickly replaced, keeping their arsenal ready for the next hunt. During the warmer months, crocodiles seek out nesting sites along the banks, yet the constant activity of other animals and the scarcity of safe ground makes successful hatching a rare event. Eggs are often left vulnerable, and only the most fortunate hatchlings survive. Crocodiles share the waterhole with herds of antelope, wary birds, and even elephants. Their presence shapes the behavior of all who visit, as every creature senses the lurking danger beneath the surface. Yet, crocodiles are not mindless killers. They play a crucial role, removing the weak and sick and keeping the ecosystem in balance. Their bodies, armored with ancient scales, glide silently through the water. Each movement is a testament to their resilience and the evolutionary secrets they carry from a time long before most creatures at the waterhole existed. To watch a crocodile bask in the sun or slip beneath the surface is to witness a living relic, an animal unchanged for millions of years, perfectly adapted to its mysterious shadowy world. As dawn breaks over the African waterhole, a breathtaking tapestry of life unfolds. Herds of antelope, impala, kudu, and waterbuck move cautiously to the water's edge, their ears flicking and eyes scanning for danger. Warthogs trot in, tails held high, snuffling the mud for roots and grubs. Vervet monkeys chatter in the trees above, leaping from branch to branch, ever watchful for predators below. Lions, the savannah's iconic predators, often lurk in the tall grasses nearby, their golden eyes fixed on unsuspecting prey. Sometimes a pride will approach the waterhole together, their presence sending ripples of tension through the gathered herds. Buffalo gather in formidable numbers, their massive horns and sheer strength deterring most would-be attackers. Calves stick close to their mothers, while dominant bulls keep a watchful eye on the horizon. Occasionally, a solitary rhinoceros emerges from the bush, its heavy footsteps stirring dust as it approaches the water. Each sighting is a rare and powerful reminder of the importance of conservation. Zebras arrive in dazzling stripes, their coats shimmering in the sunlight. They nuzzle and jostle for position, their braying calls echoing as they drink and play along the muddy banks. The waterhole becomes a crossroads for countless species, wildebeest, hartebeest, and even the occasional shy bushbuck. Birds swoop down to drink, while crocodiles lie motionless, half-submerged, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As the sun sets, the waterhole glows with golden light. Here, predator and prey, large and small, all depend on this vital oasis, woven together in a cinematic dance of survival, unity, and the enduring beauty of the wild. African waterholes are natural laboratories, revealing fascinating animal adaptations shaped by evolution and survival needs. Many mammals possess the ability to swim, but species like giraffes and white rhinos face unique challenges. Their large, heavy bodies and relatively short legs make swimming inefficient and risky, so they avoid deep water whenever possible. Instead, they rely on shallow waterholes for hydration, using their specialized anatomy to reach water safely. Birds such as oxpeckers have evolved strong curved claws that allow them to cling securely to the hides of large mammals. This adaptation enables them to feed on ticks and other parasites, benefiting both the bird and its host in a mutualistic relationship. The oxpecker's sharp beak and keen eyesight are further adaptations for locating and removing parasites. During dry seasons, elephants demonstrate remarkable endurance by traveling vast distances in search of water. Their large ears help regulate body temperature, while their trunks are adapted for both drinking and digging for hidden water sources. Hippos, on the other hand, adapt by grazing on land at night and spending daylight hours submerged to keep cool and conserve moisture. At waterholes, a variety of species gather, each with unique adaptations for survival. Antelope have keen senses to detect predators, while crocodiles use stealth and patience to ambush prey. Some animals, like zebras and wildebeest, form mixed herds to increase vigilance and reduce individual risk. The timing of visits is also an adaptation. Many animals arrive at dawn or dusk to avoid the heat and reduce competition. Some species, like leopards, prefer to visit waterholes under the cover of darkness, relying on their nocturnal vision and stealth. These adaptations, ranging from physical traits to behavioral strategies, highlight the diversity and ingenuity of life at the waterhole. Each species, through millions of years of evolution, has developed specialized ways to survive and thrive in this challenging environment. Across the African savanna, waterholes stand as lifelines, some shaped by unseen hands, others carved by the patient work of time and nature. During the harsh dry seasons, these oases become sanctuaries, offering precious water to herds of elephants, antelope, and flocks of birds when natural sources vanish. For the animals, every drop is a gift, sometimes arriving in unexpected places, sometimes protected from dangers that once threatened their young or their nests. Yet the world around them is changing. Waterholes shrink, the earth cracks, and the search for water grows ever more desperate as the climate shifts and habitats disappear. Some waterholes endure, their presence a testament to careful balance, where the needs of the wild are met with gentle support and the land is allowed to heal and thrive. Here, animals gather in peace, their reflections shimmering at dawn, a reminder of the delicate harmony that sustains life. Each journey to the water's edge is a story of resilience and adaptability as creatures navigate new challenges and seize every opportunity to survive. The continued existence of these waterholes is a promise, a hope that the wonders of the wild will endure, and that the next sunrise will find life thriving at the water's edge. As dawn breaks and golden light spills across the savannah, the waterhole awakens to a chorus of wings and song. Here an astonishing variety of bird species gather, each drawn to the life-giving waters and the promise of abundance. The air shimmers with the iridescent flash of lilac-breasted rollers, their vibrant feathers catching the morning sun as they swoop low to snatch insects from the grass. Nearby, majestic African fish eagles perch in silent vigil, their keen eyes scanning the surface for the slightest ripple, a sign of fish beneath. At the water's edge, flocks of Egyptian geese and spur-winged lapwings wade delicately, their webbed feet stirring soft ripples as they forage for seeds, aquatic plants, and small invertebrates. Stately yellow-billed storks and elegant grey herons stand motionless in the shallows, their poised patience rewarded with darting fish or unsuspecting frogs. Above them, clouds of red-billed quellias twist and turn in breathtaking synchrony, their numbers so vast that they darken the sky before settling in the reeds to feed on grass seeds. Hidden among the reeds, secretive jacanas tread atop floating vegetation, their long toes spreading their weight and allowing them to seemingly walk on water. Weaver birds busily construct intricate nests, weaving grasses and reeds into hanging globes that sway gently above the water. These nests, suspended over the shallows, offer protection from predators and a safe haven for their chicks. Throughout the year, the waterhole serves as a vital stopover for countless migratory birds. Barn swallows and white storks arrive from distant continents, drawn by instinct and the promise of sustenance. Their arrival signals shifting seasons, their presence woven into the tapestry of life at the water's edge. Some will nest in the branches of nearby trees, while others remain only briefly, replenishing their strength before continuing their epic journeys. The interactions between birds and other animals are subtle yet profound. Oxpeckers perch atop buffalo and antelope, plucking ticks and calling warnings of approaching danger. Kingfishers dart past basking crocodiles, barely noticed in their dazzling blue. As hippos wallow beneath the surface, cattle egrets follow in their wake, feasting on insects disturbed by the movement. In this vibrant mosaic, every bird plays a role, pollinating flowers, dispersing seeds, and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Their songs, calls, and fluttering wings create a living symphony, a testament to the interconnectedness of all life at the waterhole. As day turns to dusk, the avian chorus softens and the waterhole rests, awaiting the return of another dawn and the endless dance of feathers and flight. As the last rays of sunlight slip below the horizon, the waterhole undergoes a remarkable transformation. Daytime dwellers retreat into the shadows, and the world is enveloped in a hush broken only by the gentle lapping of water and a chorus of nighttime sounds. This is the realm of Africa's nocturnal animals, creatures exquisitely adapted to the mysteries of the dark. From the cover of dense bush, a spotted hyena emerges, its senses heightened for the long night ahead. With powerful jaws and an acute sense of smell, the hyena patrols the water's edge, searching for scraps left behind by daytime predators or the chance to scavenge a fresh meal. Its haunting calls echo across the savannah, a reminder that the waterhole remains a place of both opportunity and danger even after dusk. Elsewhere, a family of African civets slinks silently through the undergrowth, their bold markings camouflaged in the dappled moonlight. Using their sensitive whiskers and sharp night vision, they forage for insects, frogs, and fallen fruit. Nearby, a pair of bush babies leap nimbly from branch to branch, their oversized eyes glowing with reflected starlight as they hunt for tree sap and elusive moths. At the water's edge, a lone porcupine shuffles along, its quills raised defensively. It pauses to drink, ever watchful, while a small spotted jenne slips past, its ringed tail barely visible as it stalks unsuspecting rodents. The darkness offers protection and concealment, allowing these shy creatures to thrive where others cannot. In the shallows, the silence is broken by the plop of a water-dwelling frog surfacing for air. Hunting quietly nearby, a large African bullfrog waits in ambush for insects, drawn to the moist night air. Above, the unmistakable shapes of fruit bats wheel and dive, using echolocation to navigate and feast on ripe figs and insects. Predators are not the only ones on the move. Herds of impala and kudu step cautiously from the safety of the trees to drink under the cover of darkness, their ears twitching at every rustle. Their nocturnal visits are a calculated risk, as lurking in the shadows, a pride of lions lies in wait. With their night-adapted eyes, the lions move almost silently, communicating with soft grunts as they coordinate a hunt. Throughout the night, the Waterhole becomes a stage for silent dramas and fleeting encounters. Adaptations, such as enhanced night vision, acute hearing, and specialized camouflage, allow these animals to exploit the resources of the night while avoiding danger. Some, like the aardvark, dig for termites under the cool cloak of darkness, while others, like the serval, rely on their keen sense of hearing to pinpoint the movements of small prey hidden in the grass. As the stars wheel overhead and the temperature drops, the nocturnal world thrives in a delicate balance of survival and opportunity. By sunrise, the signs of their passage are faint: tracks in the mud, a ripple in the water, the lingering echo of a distant call. The Waterhole, ever-changing, stands as a vital lifeline, sustaining life by day and by night in all its wondrous forms. At the heart of the African wilderness, the Waterhole serves as both sanctuary and battleground, a crucible where the ancient dance between predator and prey unfolds in raw, unfiltered drama. Here, every visit is a gamble, every sip of water a calculated risk. As dawn approaches, the air is thick with anticipation, and the delicate balance of life and death plays out in a series of fleeting, decisive moments. A herd of impala gathers at the water's edge, their bodies tense, muscles coiled like springs. Each animal scans the shadows, aware that danger could strike at any instant. Their large, sensitive ears swivel independently, listening for the faintest sound, a snapped twig, a rustle in the grass. Survival depends on vigilance and the ability to react in a heartbeat. Hidden in the tall grasses, a solitary leopard crouches low, its golden eyes fixed on the herd. The leopard's approach is a masterclass in patience and precision. Every movement is deliberate, each paw placed with silent intent. Its spotted coat breaks up its outline, rendering the predator nearly invisible against the dappled undergrowth. Timing is everything. One false step, and the opportunity vanishes. Suddenly a warthog, wary but thirsty, emerges from the thicket. The leopard shifts its focus, calculating the odds. But before it can strike, the impala give an alarm snort, a flash of white tails, and the herd explodes into motion. The Waterhole becomes a flurry of pounding hooves and flying droplets as prey scatters in all directions, each animal relying on speed, agility, and the safety of numbers. Yet, not all hunts end in failure. Across the water, a pride of lions executes a different strategy. Working as a team, the lionesses fan out, herding a group of wildebeest toward a narrow channel. The lead lioness initiates the ambush, lunging from cover with a burst of power, while her companions close off escape routes. The air is filled with the sounds of pursuit, the thundering of hooves, the growls of the hunters, the desperate cries of prey. In a matter of seconds the outcome is decided. For one wildebeest the night ends in sacrifice, sustaining the pride for another day. Predators and prey are locked in an evolutionary arms race, each adapting to outwit the other. Gazelles rely on erratic zigzag sprints. Crocodiles wait motionless at the water's edge, launching ambushes with lightning speed. Even the smallest creatures, frogs, rodents, and insects, employ camouflage, burrows, and nocturnal habits to avoid becoming a meal. This relentless contest is not merely about survival, but about maintaining balance. Each successful hunt, every narrow escape, shapes the ecosystem, culling the weak and ensuring the health of the herd. The waterhole stands as a testament to nature's impartiality, offering life, demanding vigilance, and reminding all who gather here that in the wild, every day is won or lost in the eternal dance of predator and prey. As the African seasons turn, the waterhole becomes a living calendar, a stage where the rhythms of nature are written in water and dust. The landscape transforms with each shift in weather, dictating the fortunes of every creature that depends on this vital oasis. In the dry season the sun reigns unchallenged. Grass withers to gold, and rivers shrink to narrow ribbons. The waterhole, once abundant, recedes, its muddy banks crowded with thirsty travellers. Elephants dig deep into the clay, unearthing hidden reserves, while herds of zebra and buffalo arrive in great numbers, drawn from miles around. Competition intensifies, and the air is thick with tension, as predators and prey are forced side by side, united by their need for water. With the first distant rumble of thunder, hope returns. The sky darkens and sudden rains sweep across the savannah. Parched earth drinks eagerly, and the waterhole swells, teeming with new life. Grasses surge skyward, painting the plains a lush green. Migratory herds, wildebeest, gazelles, and antelope trace ancient routes, following the promise of fresh grazing and replenished pools. Their movements are guided by instincts honed over generations, a living memory of the land's cycles. For many animals, the rains signal a time of birth. Impala fawns and zebra foals take their first trembling steps along the water's edge, their mothers ever watchful. Frogs emerge from hiding, their calls rising in a nocturnal chorus, while insects burst forth in dazzling swarms, providing a feast for birds and reptiles alike. Fish, dormant in the mud, reawaken and dart through the clear shallows, yet abundance is fleeting. As the rains fade and the cycle turns once more, the waterhole shrinks and survival grows uncertain. Some animals journey onward, embarking on epic migrations to distant wetlands, while others remain, adapting to the lean times with resourcefulness and resilience. Through drought and deluge, feast and famine, the waterhole endures, a heartbeat in the wilderness, pulsing with the cycles of life. Here the changing seasons shape destinies, forging a delicate balance that sustains the wild heart of Africa. Beneath the notice of giants and the gaze of predators, an entire world thrives at the water's edge, one woven from the small, the swift, and the silent. Here, insects, amphibians, and small reptiles claim their place in the intricate tapestry of the waterhole's life. As dawn breaks, dragonflies dart above the mirrored surface, their iridescent wings catching the first light. With acrobatic precision, they hunt midges and mosquitoes, keeping swarms in check. Along the muddy banks, water beetles paddle tirelessly, their legs adapted like oars, while whirligig beetles spin in dizzying circles atop the water, their eyes split to watch both sky and stream. In the reeds, the air vibrates with the hum of cicadas and the rhythmic chirr of crickets. These tiny musicians are more than background noise. They are vital links in the food chain, nourishing birds, lizards, and even small mammals. As the sun climbs higher, frogs emerge from cool hiding places, their skin glistening with moisture. Foam nest tree frogs cling to low branches, their delicate eggs suspended in frothy clusters above the water. When the rains are generous, the chorus of mating calls swells into a jubilant symphony, each species adding its distinct note to the melody of the waterhole. Tadpoles wriggle through the shallows, grazing on algae and detritus, their transformation into adult frogs a race against the drying pools. Agile skinks and nimble geckos patrol the shoreline, feasting on ants and termites, their scales shimmering in the dappled light. Some, like the sand lizard, vanish into burrows at the slightest hint of danger, while others bask openly, absorbing the sun's warmth to fuel their quick sprints. Hidden among the grasses, praying mantises wait motionless, forelegs poised to snatch any unwary visitor. Antlions dig conical traps in the soft sand, capturing unsuspecting prey in a silent drama played out beneath the feet of larger animals. These small creatures are the engineers and caretakers of the waterhole. Insects pollinate wildflowers that fringe the banks, while beetles and flies break down decaying matter, returning nutrients to the soil. Frogs and toads consume vast numbers of insects, balancing populations and offering themselves as food for snakes and storks in turn. Every ripple in the water, every flutter in the grass tells a story of survival and connection. Though they may be overlooked, the insects, amphibians, and small reptiles at the waterhole are essential, quietly sustaining the web of life with every leap, crawl, and wing beat. The African waterhole is more than a mere gathering place for animals. It is the heart of a complex and delicate web of life. Each species, from the largest elephant to the tiniest insect, plays a critical role in maintaining the ecological balance of this vibrant ecosystem. At the top of this intricate food web are the apex predators, lions, leopards, and crocodiles. Their presence ensures that the populations of herbivores, such as antelopes and zebras, remain in check. These herbivores in turn graze on the vegetation surrounding the waterhole, preventing overgrowth and promoting the health of grasslands and forests. This grazing stimulates plant growth, ensuring a continuous supply of food for the herbivores themselves. Beneath the herbivores, smaller predators and scavengers like jackals and hyenas play their part. They consume the remains left by larger predators, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Even vultures and other carrion birds are vital, cleaning up carcasses and preventing the spread of disease. In the water, fish and amphibians control the populations of insects and algae, maintaining the clarity and quality of the water. These aquatic creatures are preyed upon by birds and mammals, linking the waterhole's aquatic and terrestrial environments. Insects, often overlooked, are the unsung heroes of this ecosystem. Pollinators like bees and butterflies ensure the reproduction of flowering plants, while decomposers such as beetles and ants break down organic matter, recycling nutrients back into the soil. These nutrients support plant growth, which in turn supports the herbivores and completes the cycle. The interconnectedness of all these species creates a dynamic equilibrium. A disturbance in one part of the web reverberates throughout the entire ecosystem. For example, a decline in predator populations can lead to an overabundance of herbivores, resulting in overgrazing and habitat degradation. Conversely, a reduction in herbivores can lead to unchecked plant growth, altering the landscape and affecting the species that depend on open grasslands. Even the seasons play their part in this intricate dance. The dry season may bring scarcity, but it also concentrates animals around the waterhole, intensifying interactions and competition. The wet season, with its abundance of water and food, allows populations to recover and thrive, resetting the balance. In this web of life, each thread is vital. The survival of one species often hinges on the presence of another, creating a tapestry of interdependence. The waterhole is not just a place of gathering, it is a living, breathing entity, a testament to the resilience and interconnectedness of nature. As we observe this delicate balance, we are reminded of the importance of each creature, no matter how small. The waterhole is a microcosm of the natural world, a place where every life is interwoven and every action has a ripple effect. It is a symphony of survival, a testament to the power of nature's design.